Hi everyone, welcome to Dharma Earth's Dose of Dharma, and this is your dose of Dharma for today. Okay, so we're gonna talk about today. Gonna talk about how the monastics, ascetics, Brahmins, and spiritual, religious priests, how they will reciprocate if we treat them in the 5 ways mentioned in the previous talks. Okay. So the first one is they will restrain him from evil. Definitely. So if any religious priest, ascetic, monastic ask you to do evil, be careful. Okay. And second one, they will encourage one to do good. Hmm? And the third one, they will be very compassionate towards him or her. I think this makes sense, right? Because it helps. The lay devotees, they help the monastic so much. So because of gratitude, huh? Because of gratitude, then the monastics will be compassionate towards them and try to help them back as much as possible in terms of spiritual teachings, and or meditation, or just basically just encouraging them to restrain from evil and to do good and to purify the mind. Okay. So, but this should not be. I think one thing that some people may fall into is that they expect the religious priests and monastics to be grateful, uh, and because of being grateful, then the monastics, they have to do everything that you say or the devotees say. So actually, not like that. Not like that. Because first, there are some monastics, there are some ascetics, Brahmins, that have not purified their mind totally, right? So this means that they still have defilements. They still have some of the character traits in them, right? So it is definitely uh, impossible, uh, and will result only in anguish, anger, and disappointment if one expects, the monastics or the religious priests, etc., to be to always be grateful. They should always be grateful for all of the help that I give. They should always like that. I mean, it's natural. If they have good character, then natural that they will be grateful. But not all are like that, ma. Some of them they have most of them, if they're not enlightened, then most of them they have defilements, ma. Right? They still have defilements, even though they try to develop their virtue. But some of them sometimes, because of losing their mindfulness, because of unwise attention, then they may not behave in a way. They may not behave with gratitude. They may not reciprocate with gratitude. So, but generally, most religious priests and ascetics and monastics, they are practicing goodness, wholesomeness. So generally, they will be grateful. But there will be some who may not reciprocate with gratitude. So, as a devotee, a very important thing is to have a realistic expectations. And the realistic expectation is that there's a 50% chance that the person will be grateful, and there's a 50% chance that the person may not be grateful. So if the person is grateful, okay, sadhu. If the person is not grateful, okay, then you can reconsider how much you want to help this person, like that, no? Oh, but don't be disappointed and angry, and say, this religion is useless. Their priests don't even their priests or their monastics don't even know great gratitude. Sometimes it's not like that. Saying gratitude and practicing gratitude, two different things, right? Okay, so this is one thing that I would like to highlight, because many people they have these unrealistic expectations, that that monastics will be 100% perfect. The monastics are 100% perfect. They are totally pure. And things like that. I mean, this is good mind, but if it becomes expectations, and if they have attachments to it, and then if the monastics being human, being a putujana, being a person with still with defilements, then they may behave in some ways affected, influenced by their defilements. Then of course they may behave in some unwholesome ways, and then sometimes the devotees see this and then they lose their faith. Actually, it's not the teaching's fault, it's the monastic's fault. They didn't follow what the Buddha taught. So it's not the Buddha's problem, it's the monastic's problem, isn't that so? So I like to highlight on this. Usually, generally, they will be compassionate and grateful towards their devotees. But if the devotees expect it, and if they are disappointed or angry because they don't react, because the monastics don't react with gratitude, then this is a devotee's problem. This is also defilement. They didn't act or think according to the realities of samsara, of the world. Okay. And another thing is that other than not expecting the monastics to be grateful. Of course, if they're grateful, sadhu lah. If they're not, then you don't have to get angry over it. Because some of them, they still have defilements. Just consider whether you want to help or not. If you want to help, okay. If you don't want to help, then that's your choice. Okay. Then second thing I like to highlight about is that sometimes when devotees offer, then they help the monastics a lot. Okay, but then it seems that some of them, they have this underlying tendency to control. They want to control the monastic whom they have helped a lot. Okay, they want to control who he or she sees. They want to control who they interact with. They want to control their food. They want to control even where they go sometimes. Okay, so this is one of defilement. Okay, it's not beneficial. The monastic will get aspirated because they have no freedom to help whoever they want to help. Okay, and the devotee, if they do this, then ultimately they create a very bad karma, especially if they prevent people from seeing those monastics that can help them. Then they are denying others of dharma. It's very, very serious karma. Okay, not a good karma. So be careful of this controlling monastics. Some people have this tendency to want to control monastics because of attachments. Attachment maybe to the monastics, attachment to maybe they have given the money already, so you should listen to me. This kind of ideas, is totally nonsense. So and results in very bad situations. So please consider this, okay? If not, the devotee will suffer, the monastic will also suffer. Like that, huh? Okay, then the next one is teach. The monastic or the religious priest will teach one what they have not heard. Okay, so there are some teachings because the monastic or the spiritual or the religious priest, they are experts in their field. Okay, so they will be able to teach what the devotee has not heard before. And number 5, clarify what the devotee has heard. Okay, maybe some devotee they heard from some place about this and that, and they go there and verify the teaching. Okay, like that. So they help the monastics and religious priests. They will help the devotees to clear up doubts. Okay, like this. And the last one, point out to them the way to heaven. Definitely by restraining from evil, developing the good, purifying their mind, and ultimately, hopefully, pointing out the way to Nibbana also. Okay? Alright, so this is your dose of Dharma for today. Wish all of you well, peaceful, and happy. May all of you be able to meet up with all the good ways that the monastics and religious priests will reciprocate to you by all of us following the 5 ways to treat those monastics and religious priests. Okay? So that's all. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.